Perfect parenting. Be consistent. A stable environment is not just a specific and rigid outline. It is not just a plan. It is an understanding of where you are and where you wish to go. It is a recognition of the potential pitfalls of success just as much as the obvious failures. At the core of all human growth is adherence to a set of morals and values that are consistent, a set of teachings that have a permanence and a solid foundation. If we try to change these, then we change the game completely. Direction and purpose lean on each other. You can't trust a wind that constantly changes direction. And trust is at the center of the application of all new habits. Habits that have a relevance and a destination. There should always be an expectation of the need for some natural rules so that borders and boundaries form. But imposition is a curse in most instances. Regulations should always be negotiated. Force creates resistance. Words work wonders when they not only guide and encourage, but also explain and highlight. Evidence gives reason and validation. Consequences must not only be communicated, but also understood. Instructions must be clear. When emotions rule our actions, then our responses become unstable, the effect of which is infectious but uncertain. Children who swim only in a sea of emotions often drift helplessly through their childhood, unable to exert much self-control. Stability creates ability. Children who fear their parents' unpredictable actions experience no freedom. They spend all of their time trying to second-guess the probability of certain reactions that remain frustratingly inconsistent and unfathomable. The worst scenario is one of helplessness. The feeling that no matter what we do, nothing seems to have any purposeful effect. Every second of the day, we have important choices to make. We must import new knowledge from our environment and incorporate it into our life. We must distill the data and decide what matters, what we can accept, and what we must object to. Like biological androids, we must download and upgrade. We must assess and execute. In doing this, we demonstrate knowledge of our environment and the reason necessary for progress. Our children will observe and learn. Mistakes are simply messages broadcast or received incorrectly. They are signs of room for improvement. They are highlights over what needs to be tweaked and refined. There is no day without issue, as there is no person without fault. Get comfortable with this. Good habits prevent grievous errors. And essentially, if it is not in your day, then it is not in your life. There are far more necessary skills than perfection. There is more to think about than just right and wrong. Consider how to bridge the gaps, or how to represent yourself and others, or how to communicate clearly. That which is reasonable has relevant reasons. Exceptions remain acceptable if there is a situation actual and factual, and not just an excuse. Thoughtlessness is the foundation of the most common errors in life. If you make rules, then don't break them. As usual, this is far easier said than done. When there is one rule for some and another for others, there is only a growing disparity in fairness and effective dialogue. Life is a long game, or at least it should be, so learn to see the distant outcomes of present actions. Forward thinkers become visionary, and through observation of this, children can learn to interpret a world of results that await beyond obvious present horizons. The inconsistent is hard to build upon, so gift your children the permanence of a firm foundation that is a secure base of common stability. Explain what the rules are and why the rules are in place. Point out the benefits of a time frame beyond now. Realize that all good authority comes from existent morality. Know that there is a challenge in every change, and seek to solve problems together rather than individually. Thank you for listening.